back to my channel. Today I have a monthly March message for all of the Pisces out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Pisces out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. Without further ado, Pisces, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. So Pisces, we are starting out with exchanging gifts. Seeing beyond, okay. And sky dancers, surrender. Okay, all right, Pisces. The exchanging gifts really speaks about giving and receiving. It really speaks about being willing to give of yourself, but also being willing to receive from others. It's about finding that balance of giving and receiving, exchanging. I feel some of us struggle with this. Some of us are really good at giving, but we're not that great at receiving, and vice versa. Some of us are really great at receiving and not really good at giving. And so this is where we need to learn to find that balance. The one big thing about exchanging gifts is it talks about the universal law of giving and receiving. It's about currency. It's about trading. It's about weighing cost and, determining the value of those kinds of things. And so I feel that you might be experiencing some of those things where you might, be wondering, do I have something of value that I can offer to other individuals? Do I have something to give in exchange for something else? It's surprising to me that this hasn't come up sooner here, Pisces, but what this really speaks to me is that it seems that the collective is moving away from monetary value of gifts and doing trading of services. It's almost like I've seen this a lot on TikTok where people will go on and say, I have this to trade for anyone that does this, right? So it's recognizing that you have something of value that you can trade in exchange for something else. So that I feel is ultimately important. Now, seeing beyond really represents our ability and capacity to imagine that we can have something, and it's about seeing beyond the material world. I think that this really is a way for you to sort of get out of your own way and allow yourself to see beyond the physical reality. Look at how the third eye area here is glowing, right? This is really about utilizing your sixth sense and utilizing your inner eye to really see beyond what's currently going on. Now, the interesting thing here with surrender is that it truly represents that. It's about surrendering. So maybe what you need to do is surrender any expectations. It's about surrendering from any attachments that you might actually have. One of the biggest things is that because we are in a physical reality, a lot of times we become so attached to people, places, and things. And I feel that what Spirit is really saying here is that if you can sort of detach yourself from the need to be with certain people, places, and things, and you can see things for what they really are, you can see beyond, like see behind the reasoning behind why there's an attachment, and be willing to exchange that for something else. You see where I'm going with this here? So Pisces, this is where we are starting off in the month of March for you. So let's go ahead and dive into the tarot and see what other additional information we can get for you here. I do find that it's very interesting here that we are immediately starting off with surrender, because I do feel that there are some attachments that you currently have that are not healthy for you, and you're needing to let those go. So we have the Seven of Swords here with the Temperance card. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, it's a deception card. So it's really about being very clear about our intentions. So let's say that you have a certain attachment to something. And let's say you're not being 150% honest with yourself about that attachment that you have. The Seven of Swords really speaks about the willingness to be to see things and to recognize when something is needed, right? In the traditional Seven of Swords, it's seen as a man carrying multiple swords away from a tent. But he can't carry all of them, right? So what he's trying to do is the theme of that is that he is stealing swords so that camp can be less swords in a fight from the other camp. But he can't take them all, right? So he's trying to cheat the system in a way. I feel that in this particular essence, it's the same thing. How are you cheating yourself? How are you deceiving yourself here? Because I feel that ultimately with Temperance, it's about the alchemy, the transformation of one thing to another, right? Transforming, water into wine, or transforming, the balancing of all of the different types of energies that come into play. We next have the Ace of Swords, which is about seeing the truth, the reality of every situation, having that clarity. Again, having it over this seeing beyond, it's really about the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth, right? So I feel that when you can truly see where you are being deceptive towards yourself. What are your true intentions with this person? What are your intentions with this job? What are your intentions? Like if you are intentional with asking yourself those kinds of questions, I think you'll be able to see how that energy is flowing, right? And when you can see how that energy is flowing and you can see the truth of it, then you'll be able to make change. You'll be able to recognize, okay, well, maybe this isn't helping me in a way. Maybe this is something that I ultimately need to surrender, right? Yeah, because now with the Nine of Swords, it's really about when you see those energies and how they're playing out and how they're moving along, maybe you're afraid to actually be intentional with your thoughts because you're afraid of what you're going to find, right? The Nine of Swords really speaks about anxiety and it speaks about fear. But the thing with the Nine of Swords is understanding that it's all an illusion, right? The Nine of Swords is the illusion. It's like all of the thoughts that we have in our mind overcloud our own. It overclouds our thought process, and it just makes things that much more complicated for us to see the truth and the reality of what's actually transpiring or what's going on and how to move forward, right? So let's get one final card here for you, Pisces. And then we'll be able to dive in a little bit deeper. Again, I do feel that, okay, we have the High Priestess with the Nine of Cups. Okay, so what this tells me here, Pisces, is that, I feel that if you can truly examine your true intentions, and you're willing to make the necessary changes and see things for what they really are and face your fears, you will find that when you can, the seeing beyond coincides with the High Priestess here. And the High Priestess sees everything beyond the physical reality. So it's that true connection that we have to Source and to our higher guidance, right? I feel that ultimately by you acknowledging the things that you need to let go of, you'll be able to gain so much more joy and happiness, and potentially have a wish fulfillment here. Right? And I feel that this is about you being really connected to your intuition, you having this internal knowing that you are 150% a part of source, and that you trust it without a shadow of a doubt here. So let's dive a little bit deeper here. Okay, so we have the Tower card. Okay, so this is talking about change, right? Divine change that is going to transpire. I feel that no matter what goes on this month, I feel that you will have change. It will be sudden. I'm not going to lie here, Pisces. It is going to be sudden change, but here's what I want you to really understand here with the Tower card. Whatever change occurs this month, I want you to really understand that the energy that you've put into this experience is ultimately going to offer you something. It could become a burden, or it could lead you towards something that is more fulfilling, right? It's important that you transmute whatever energy comes through. Really ask yourself, again, being intentional, how is it helping you? Is it creating more burden, more responsibility for you? Do you feel that it's your responsibility to carry that for others, right? And I feel that sometimes when we face change, we often feel that we're the reason for the change. When we get the Tower, I want to point out that it's not change based off of us. It is like divine intervention coming in, because I feel that a lot of times we need to become aware of divine intervention. Someone else of a higher power is stepping in, because it's recognizing that this transformation is needing to occur. So anytime divine intervention steps in, it's happening because it's meant to happen. That's leading you more towards this heart-centered living of the Queen of Cups. Okay. Next, we have the Page of Pentacles here in reversed. And I want to point out that this experience is going to make you feel very off balance. It's going to make you feel off balance, and it's going to make you question, Pisces, whether you are, it's going to make you question whether you're being supported or victimized, okay? The Page of Materials is really about having a solid footing in the physical reality, but also being willing to sort of dream in the non-physical reality, okay? It's about being able to be practical. And I feel that this sudden change that's coming for you here, Pisces, is going to make you feel like it's not feasible, that the reality that you're wanting to create or that you're wanting to have isn't going to be feasible. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. It's going to take some work on your part, yes, but you need to see the truth of why this change is occurring. I think if you can do that, then you'll be able to find the balance between all of the energy of the confusion of being happy that something like this happened and so forth and so on. I think like one thing that stands out to me here is a layoff. Okay. I don't know why this is what's standing out to me, but this is what I'm hearing. So I feel a lot of times when people experience being laid off from their job, they immediately go into panic mode, right? And that fear sets in so quickly that they don't realize that the fear is preventing them from seeing the truth. And the truth could be that maybe they were so miserable in this job, they hated this job, and they were looking for something else. But the only thing that they're seeing is the fact that they now don't have a job, right? The layoff itself is that divine intervention, because you might have been asking for something different. You might have been wanting to get a different job, or maybe open up your own business, that sort of thing, right? So now you feel that because you got laid off, you now feel that you've been put on, all this burden's been put on you, and it's your responsibility to figure out how you're going to make your dreams become a reality when you've just been dumped on with this layoff, right? But the thing is, instead of looking at the negative of what transpired, if you can look at the positive, if you can say, you know what, I feel so much more of a relief because I'm not waking up every morning feeling like I'm dying inside because I'm doing something I hate. I feel so much more at peace because now I can focus my attention on the things that I love and the things that bring me joy and the things that are more in alignment with what I personally am truly trying to manifest and create, because I have a gift. I have something that I'm willing to offer. Now, how do I take this situation and transform it into something that is loving and giving and nurturing and fulfills not only me, but others, right? So I feel that what transpires for you this month is important for how you view it and how you work towards it. So let's see what your final cards are. So I'm feeling this one. Yep, 10 of materials. Look at that. So here's what I have right at the end for you here, Pisces. I feel that no matter what experience you have this month, it's important for you to see the positive, to let go of the burdens that have sort of kept you in a state of fear, right? Because what you don't realize is that this ultimately is leading you towards that full bliss where you will be supported. You will have so much more growth. You will have so much more abundance and prosperity. And it's really about you. This whole experience is about you needing to face the fears, face the illusions, to see beyond it, right? Because I feel a lot of times when we get hit with the fear that we are having to experience in our physical reality, we stop right there. We don't even look beyond that. And this is about offering you an opportunity to have a wish fulfillment. All you have to do is surrender. Surrender to the outcome and allow things to be what they are, and sort of transform your perception, your perspective of this situation. So Pisces, this is your message this month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.